Okay, just got back in phone ring to show you the article I saw. This is the Deep State guy Jim Moran. So I clicked on the link in yournewswire.com. That's the source that I clicked on. Another video. Thank goodness this lady sent me. Who's the lady? Anyway, somebody sent it to me. Mandalay Bay CEO gave money to Islamic terror group. So they're all in this together. Talk about the jihadi tie-in with the deep state. Millions in shares weeks before attack. All right, so this is that Yours Newswire CEO. I'm just going to go through it real quick. The reason why, so that what I just talked about in the phone rang, exactly at 28 minutes. I don't know why it does that. But the CEO of Mandalay Bay, James Moran, had donated millions of dollars to organizations, I sound like a robot, tied to Islamic terrorism. Has it been revealed that he sold most of his company shares in weeks leading up to the Las Vegas shooting. So, Town Hall wrote about Moran over a month ago, exposing his donation to Islamic terrorists groups in an article. And we actually have Laura Loomer has the sheet that he's been passing around to encourage people to donate to CARE, which is the Islamic Council, which is the terrorist group, and they will match it. They'll match the funds from the employees of Mandalay Bay. All right, so Moran of MGM Resort International violated the trust of his MGM board, shareholders, employees, customers in a small way. Well, there a lot of other board members sold out too. So, you know, they're all in cahoots. I don't know what the eggs are. Looks like a pair of boobs or something. Anyway, so Moran announced the response where he sees as racism, bigotry, intolerance, violencing at the Charlottesville disturbance, that MGM would donate company money and match the employee contribution to a collection of extreme leftist civil rights and human rights Muslim advocacy group. Strange and partisan decision smack with company to make with company funds and shareholders money, and of course why? Because they want chaos, riots. They want to take away our ways of defending ourselves, and pretty much make us like one of the other third world countries that, or Europe, that which Soros have destroyed. It gets much worse. Jim Moran donated MGM shareholders money to CAIR, that's the Council for the, Islamic cares, okay? I don't know what the R is for, but it's Council for the Islamic Board or something. They're named by the Justice Department as unindicted co-conspirator of Muslim terrorism. If they produce charge showing CARE was created to support Palestinian terrorists and blah blah blah. I want to scroll after these eggs. I don't know why the eggs thing there. It's pretty delicious looking. Anyways, don't take my word for the Liberal Democratic Senator Charles Schumer said CARE has ties to terrorism and intimate links with Hamas. What a CEO would tie his company to a group attached to Muslim terrorism. They have to be either blind, dumb, or to go near CARE. So they're all connected in cahoots, because this is how they're going to make more money. This is what I saw yesterday. I was saying, look at his picture, Chertoff. So this is what I just said to you when I was talking. Then the camera went off because the phone rang. Thanks a lot. Astonishingly, James Moran, CEO of Mandalay Bay MGM Resort International, also a sitting member of the Homeland Security, what I tell you, National Infrastructure Advisory Council. Now that's appointed by this Obama. So what they're doing is they're responsible for getting regulations passed for the security technology infrastructure, such as X-ray backscatter machines in the public places. You see what I'm saying? That's part of the deep state schemes. And they want to keep carrying it out. And they should have had no hindrance whatsoever because Hillary's supposed to be in the White House. But now it's like, we run into the bump in the road. But that's okay. We can try to go around it. Because these guys, look at this guy, Chertoff, high-stake players. And we don't know what kind of security system they have in the Mandalay Bay. I bet it's part of the protocols of this so-called the scanner system. So meet this Michael Chertoff, former United States Secretary of Homeland Security, co-author of the U.S. Patriot Act. So all these things were set in place to take away our freedom, and we allow them because that's how they can spy on us. Again, I think Trey Gowdy have said that the people were willing to lay down some of our freedoms to give you, the monitoring power of what's going on with terrorist group, but they turned it around. But that's always a risk because they turn around to use against our citizens. Talk about the NSA and talk about the FBI. You give them away your freedom in trading off for security, but that's exactly what they're coming after. They're taking away more of your freedom by these so-called their conjured attacks. All right, when I say conjure, it doesn't mean it was all fake, meaning that they coax this whole thing. So Chertoff has a group called the Chertoff Group, founded in 2009, Security and Risk Management. This is Chertoff. Take a look at this man. Ooh, that gives me the goosebumps. I'm sorry, I'm not, wow. Gosh, it just gave me the goosebumps. I'm not trying to wow, she's scared of this guy because he's white. No, just scary looking, all right? He's just scary looking. Chertoff Group has a vested interest in massive push for backscatter machines. I just told you, the backscatter, the biggest producer of these machines. I wonder how much it costs each and how much markup. Along with a firm called OSI. So the right there, the scanner, remember some people that even Madam refused to fly? Because we don't know what kind of radiation. They could kill you slowly with these so-called scanner machines, and they force you to go through. Sure, if you fly once every year, not a big deal. But if you have to go through them, just imagine if you go through a supermarket door. I don't want to give them any ideas, but nightclubs, churches, every place, ballpark, all right, you name it. You have to go through these machines. They could kill you slowly. That's their scheme. The globalists want to flood this country with jihadists and third world countryers and just totally wash out every patriot, every American. And this is how they're doing it, and they're getting rich. So right there, it's money, power, and also it's the work of the devil. If you believe in the Bible. If not, I guess then you really should check out what the Revelation says. Okay, so this is the end days. All right, thank God that I am here, and also many others are here to expose these lies. We have to pray because they got so much power. So the government wants a machine style everywhere in the casinos, and you know that they're pushing it. And who's making money? Chertoff, and who else? Chertoff Group, and then OSI. All right, I just scroll through it, and then they're predicting that these two companies gonna merge in 2020, and then make billions of dollars. All right, James Mullen, see that line? CEO of Mandalay Bay is a sitting member of the DHS. Okay, if that doesn't scare you. I think there's also a picture of his house I was telling you about, that he has that freaking spooky Luxor resort, the type of that pyramid. The guy's obsessed. They started this so-called enlightened Society for Global Transformation. Look it up, in 1993, and that has a pyramid. This whole thing is a sacrifice in front of the Luxor, which is the pyramid, which is that creature I was talking about. So it is a very significant thing. They picked the dates, and this Mullen guy dumped off all his company stock. All right. Newspaper, blah, 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 going to happen. The Wayne Casino already installed the backscatter. It's that quick, you see. All right, so trace the money. Anyways, James Mullen dumped most of his MGM stocks. I didn't make this up. 13.7 million's worth in the weeks leading up. It's probably worth nothing now to the shooting. So why would he sell off his ownership, 85% of them, leading up to it? This is just isolate his, James Mullen. And other people there's another person who's got a weird name, Ground Warwick, sold off a lot of them too, I suppose. They're friends, so they're informing each other in the last minute, September. So Ground Warwick sold his in September. But look at this. Started all the way from what? July 30th, okay? He sold them a huge chunk, 57,000 share. And then the same day he said, let's just dump some more. 147 cents. So say, you know, why they make it 962 shares? I don't know. Why don't he just say 150,000? I don't know. But then later on, he just said, let's just whatever. You see, September 6th and 7th, yeah, it's rounded out to zeros. Because at first I go, why do you want to sell out 57269? There's a reason, right? I'm sure he'll tell you that, but I don't know. Anyway, so these are to sell as $34 a share, from $33 to $34. So check their prices now. It's probably worth zero or pennies. A penny stock, you can pick it up cheap. On September 12th, someone was placing much higher, larger normal bets. MGM stock will crash, you see. So they have the target, a large option trading activity. Investor purchased put options, 11,000 shares. So increased approximately 164% compared to the typical volume of 49. See, this is the put option I was telling you about. That's when you're betting their stock going to go down. So it is gambling, you know, with stock. So when you bet, you have insider information. It's against the law. People go to jail for that. But these people walking away free. And this is the logo. I'm scrolling down. I told you about Enlightened Society for Global Transformation. So thank God for this yours wires. Anyways, there are intelligent people out there by the grace of God. Otherwise, we're just going to buy into the lie. So this Mandalay Resort, Luxor, did you see that? The Luxor, this is a whole group in that deadly triangle of the Harvest concert. So again, I want to call to find out. Jason Aldean must know who booked the concert, location, the agent. That's part of the scheme. Okay, they have someone working from the inside. Like I was saying to you that day, the shots were even fired within that lot, that concert lot of the Harvest concert. Anyways, nobody's going to shoot out 32nd floor. That's dumb. If he has a free pass to any room he wanted because he was a platinum, I'm talking about Paddock, he'd not chose 32nd. You have to go a long ways. That's stupid. And more floors to transfer your junk. Are you kidding me? Clearly in the Uber shot, I saw God Bless Hip Hop posted a video which he slowed down where the Uber lady, I think is Langston, Cody Langston, she was saying, what the hell is going on? She accidentally captured it with her phone, where the flash muzzle was coming out of Mandalay Bay around the 4th floor. Anyway, that would make much sense. But of course, they're not going to tell you that. They're not going to match the bullets. You know, you can tell by the velocity and with the expert, but they're not going to tell you that. But right there, I'm just focusing on this weird, this has been around. See the pyramid? I don't know what's in the middle. I'm sure you guys will know. But it is real. It's here. Enlightened Society for Global Transformation. And it's been established. That's their trademark since 1993. The Mandalay Group, James Mullen, and he has one of those suckers in his backyard. I think we have a picture of that. That's all I'm going to show it to you. Oh, okay, that's a picture of that weird thing. Ooh. And believe it or not, Mandalay CEO, see, you can't hide it. They're so bold. This is James Mullen, has a red wall pyramid with a square opening roof, a lighting system designed to alter the views of the perception of the sky, according to the housing industry website, curbed courtesy curved. Now you see it, and that's the fascination that he has with the sacrifice. Why is that on our dollar bill of the pyramids? I don't know, with the seeing eye. So this thing, I used to think it's a hoax, the Illuminati's. I believe it now. No, Laura Loomer's reporting DHS is now in full force at the hotel. Bunch of Homeland is in full force. Okay, so the cover-up is happening, and of course the FBI visited and conveniently had John Bellman committed suicide. Not even before 24 hours they left, allegedly. I believe they totally do believe that they killed him, and then they scared the shit out of the wife. They killed him and his daughter. The daughter is not quadriplegic, it's in a wheelchair. Supposedly John Bellman, look it up, Beilman. I don't think Newswire has that yet. I'm gonna research in a little bit. You know, who can provide information for that lithium battery by Paddock that was military grade, or the design as a detonator for like IEDs and shit like that. So my speculation, of course, you know, you probably won't get to the bottom of this unless God is willing, because I believe God is greater than all this. The Lord Jesus Christ, that he will reveal it, and I already prayed that. I already pray that the truth come out, because this deception is the serpent from the devil. The Lord says that you shall know the truth. The truth will set you free. Then you will know that, you know, this is so vicious. They killed that guy, Bellman, and shot his daughter, the daughter in a wheelchair, quadriplegia, or whatever the problem was. Anyways, the wife didn't hear a thing. She was in the house at 5 o'clock in the morning. Boom! That shotgun is going to be louder like than 4 miles away. You could hear even from the footage very far away, pop, 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 from Vegas. Shotgun is very loud. Trust me, it'll deafen your ears. That's why people have silencers, because they will deafen their ears. That's funny. Okay, it's sad, it's funny, but the devil is here trying to steal and kill and rob and destroy, and that's why this is the end times, my friend. Because we have nowhere else. Europe is gone. They sunk Europe. All right? The jihadists. Why? Brought by Obama. Because we've taken over. We have won Iraq. But then Obama took every single one of our troops out. So they was overran with the ISIS. And then it infected Libya, obviously. You know all about that. That Hillary Clinton was laughing when there was no need to take out Gaddafi, they ordered a taking out Gaddafi and became ISIS state, because they planned all this in Libya, and the armed shipment was for these ISIS people. That's why Benghazi, that's why Christopher Stephen has to be killed. And that's why nobody was answering the 911 call in the middle of the night, you see. If that doesn't make sense to you, I mean, this is how bold they are, using our naval ships to ship arms to ISIS. I mean, you know, you can't make this shit up. If you say that, wow, this sounds too crazy, it is. That's how bold they are. I mean, the enemy's at our doors. Okay, so you have to believe in the Lord Jesus Christ and call upon him and be saved, because this is the last days, my dear.